somebody would have been breaking in this morning in my house, I would have been gone. I thought I worked great under pressure, but comes to find out my flight or fight mode is broken. So as I'm sitting in the living room, I hear somebody trying to open my front door. I'm checking my Ring camera to see who's at the door. There's nobody there. I was like, okay, this must be a skinny celery stick of a person that can hide in that blind spot of the camera because we can't see it, but I could hear the door trying to be open. So at this point, I say a fair warning. I'm like, yo, who's at the door? You know, I try to use my deep voice so I can establish authority. And no response. But somebody is still trying to open the door. So we keep our pum in the safe, you know, for security reasons. So I run to the safe because they strapped or get clapped. And I'm putting in the code. And the code is not going through. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Bleep, bleep, bleep. I ended up locking my safe. Comes to find out it was just a dog at my door, but I would have been got.
Am I wrong for laughing at my friend's future baby's name? My 24 female best friend, 24 female Amber, is pregnant with a baby girl, and she told me that the name was already decided, but it was a secret for the moment. She wanted to tell me first that the name she chose was Privilege. I started laughing because the name sounds really stupid to me. She is really mad at me for my reaction. I can't really ask for feedback from our other friend because I can't tell them the name. My mother thinks that the name is not so bad and that I was mean, but my dad agrees with me. Amber says that people have always told her that she is so privileged for being so pretty and having a family so rich, but that she never felt really privileged until she felt her daughter inside of her. The name is meant to represent that. I respect that, but I think the name is really unusual and that poor girl will probably get bullied because of it eventually. Also, I think the idea of privilege is linked to a lot of people in the United States to the notion of white privilege. And if the daughter looks like Amber, who is really white and blonde, that name could be bad for her. Maybe nothing of this is my problem, but she is my friend and I worry about her and her baby.
I remember back in 2018, I had gotten really sick. I was throwing up blood and I didn't know why. So I knew I had to go to the emergency room. So I had my brother literally carry me like a baby down the stairs into the Uber because I had no strength. And I did throw up in the Uber a little bit. I did tip him like $50 also. As we're in the emergency room though, my brother had grabbed me a wheelchair because like I said, I couldn't even walk. And I had my brother taking me from the bathroom into the lobby because I literally was going in there to throw up because they wouldn't give me any like barf bags for whatever reason. So as we're doing that, my brother had noticed that this guy was like getting up every time he was getting up, and there was no reason for why he was getting up, right? And so my brother was like, I think that he's like recording you. And I'm like, I'm too belligerent to even like, what? Like, I'm like, what are you? I'm like, you're tripping. Like, no, he's not. And so my brother was like, no, he's like recording you. Like, no, it's blatant. Like, look at him. And y'all, why did I look over and he was like this? What are you, sir, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? So I noticed that and I was like, oh no. So I asked my brother, I was like, go talk to the security guard. My brother goes talks to the security guard. The security guard doesn't do anything. He's just like, why do you care that he's who cares? Like, why do you care so much? Why do you care? And I just was like, wow, like, okay. So I asked my brother, I was like, can you get up and let's walk around the lobby to make let's make sure that he's actually like recording us. So my brother gets up and he wheels me around the lobby. Sure enough, when we got up, he got up too and was recording me and literally walking around in a circle with us, recording me. So then now my brother, can you imagine like your little sister's throwing up blood and you go to the ER just to be filmed by some random man? He was irate. So he's about to now make this into a problem, and now other people are starting to step in because now this is blatant. Like, now everybody's like, hey, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, stop. Like, what are you doing? Now the security guard gets involved and he's like pulling the guy to the side and he's like, why are you recording? Like, so you have to stop. You don't know these people. Like, stop. So the guy, I think the security guard was like fed up and he's like, why are you here? Are you here to see a doctor? He wasn't even there to see anybody. He wasn't there to get emergency help. He just was sitting in the lobby waiting for sick people to come in to film them. After that, I had passed out. I don't even remember what happened after that, but I was being seen by a doctor at that point. They might have kicked him out, hopefully, but I don't know what that was about.
I used to have this amazing hair girl named Susanna until one day I cheated on her. I mean, she took me back, but the story was there was this other girl. She lived closer to me. She was super, super cheap. And I was like, I will give her a try. And the first red flag was that she didn't want to do a consult at all. We just scheduled an appointment right away for a multi-custom color. Okay. And I showed up and I showed her the picture of what I wanted, which was to bleach my hair out like Elsa white, like Queen of the Dragons. I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I don't know what she's called, but white. And then like some light pink, like streaks in it. That's what I wanted. And I showed her the picture and I said, can you do this in the time we have allotted, or should we plan to do multiple appointments? Because I'm happy to schedule more appointments. And she was like, oh no, I can do it all today. So we start the coloring process, and the next problem was we were just a bad we had no chemistry, okay? We couldn't talk about anything. I literally pulled out my phone in the chair and Googled icebreaker questions to ask her. Like, I wanted to be chatty. I wanted to talk. She didn't want to talk. So we just sat there in silence. She put in the color first, which I thought was weird. I was like, I think we'd want to bleach my hair first, but she's the pro. And then how it turned out was she put in these like almost like orange, like salmon colored streaks in my hair. Didn't lighten it at all. And she was like, we're done. And tried to send me away. And I was like near tears because like the pink orange she put in looked so horrible because my hair was so dark at the time. And I said, please, like, we have another hour. Can you please just lighten my hair a little bit? I don't want to walk out of here like this. I really don't like it. I said, I promise my hair lifts so fast. It'll be really quick. And also, you know, the next appointment is your sister and you messed this up. So I begged her to keep me for the next hour and just lighten it as much as we could. And she was really, like, she wasn't happy about it. She was like, fine. And I could tell she was especially unhappy about it because as she was doing it, she was yanking my hair really hard. She was like just grabbing and pulling. And I was like, girl, you're lucky I like this, or I would be having words with your manager right now. And I asked Susanna when I went back to her if that was normal. I said, was it just because we were short on time that she had to yank my hair? And Susanna was like, no matter how fast I need to go, I've never yanked someone's hair. So then she shows me my hair again. It's all finished. We're like 15 minutes after the hour that we'd planned. And it looked bad. It looked really bad. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you. Because there was nothing we could do at this point. And I was done with her. And I thought, like, the hair pulling, like, I felt like that was her being passive aggressive. So I go up, I pay her, I tipped her a full 20%, which I don't even know if you're supposed to tip 20% for hair, but I do. I tipped her, I got in my car and I cried. Then I drove an hour to Susanna's salon and I was like near tears, and I was talking to the receptionist. I was like, can you tell Susanna I need her? And she said, Susanna's not in right now. And I said, can you just schedule a consultation appointment? And she said, yeah, sure. And I vowed to never leave her again, but then I moved away and now I'm scared to start dating new hairdressers.